Most of the time is different from the way you see life. Sometimes life is good. Other times, well, maybe not so good. And this is why many times we need someone to talk to, someone to listen to us without judging us. And this is a program that is designed exactly for that purpose, where we can talk, chat, laugh, and sometimes cry together. Come on, let's talk over our matters. Let's discuss the matters of life and find solutions together. This is SHINA. Our program is now going to be on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. I need you to join in. We need to talk together. You will have the opportunity to call in, ask questions, discuss matters that concern your heart, and I guarantee you, you'll be glad that you talked. I'll be waiting on you Tuesday, and on Wednesday, and on Thursday. SHINA will be waiting for you.
Hey guys, my name is SHINA OYINLOLA, and I'm trying to let you know that Abntv do live stream events. Do you have any event coming up? Do you want somebody to do that for you? Live stream your event either to your own portal or to Abntv Direct. Call on us now, 346-426-5650, 346-426-5650. We'll be glad to help you out. Thank you.
Hello everyone, you're welcome to this program. This is Sharing Life Matters with SHINA. So nice to know that you're there, and I'm very happy to know that you're there. I want to thank all of you that keep checking on us. Those of you that are showing so much interest in the program, thank you. You're encouraging me and pushing me to go on and on and on. And honestly, I just can't stop. I love what I do, and above all, I love the fact that you're listening. How's your day been? Well, mine has been good. Every day is a good day. And that is the reality, my friend. You have to learn to see the glass as half full. Every day will come with its own troubles, I can assure you. But make up your mind, regardless of what happens, every day is a good day. Whatever you're going through, those of you watching me, are you watching from the hospital? It could be worse. Some are even probably watching from the prison. It could be worse. Whatever it is, always know it could have been worse. So be grateful for little mercies, but every day is a good day. Now, domestic violence is a major issue in our society, and we all must do everything within our power to make sure it is reduced to the barest minimum. Now, domestic violence may never be totally eradicated, but it can be reduced if you and I will not keep quiet, if you and I will talk about it. And this is why I welcome you to the program. This is not my show. This is our show. It's a family show. Let's find a way to get everybody involved. If each one can tell each one, then the society surely will change. Right now, as you are going to be seeing tonight, there are too many terrible things happening in the society. But then, should we give up? No. We have to continue to address the matters as they come. All right. Tonight is a very special program, but may I quickly advise you, whatever you do, make your relationships work. Do everything within your power to make it work. If you have to beg, beg. If you have to spend money, spend money. If you have to call on others to step into it, call on others to step into it. Just make sure it works. However, if the journey is too tough for both of you to continue to work on, listen, go your separate ways. You're better off living long as a single parent than dying young in the name of love. As I speak to you tonight, somebody is going down in the name of love. It really doesn't have to be this way, my friend. We can understand one another. We can go on the journey together. And if it is impossible, no shame about it. Leave, my friend. Leave. Regardless of the situation around you, save your life first. Then, to those of you watching me and listening to me, we would like to partner with you. Whatever business you're involved in, big or small, bring it on. We will advertise the business for you sincerely. And guess what? It is cheaper than what you can imagine. So maybe nobody knows about your business yet. You're just doing it at one little corner. It's our interest. It's what we like to do on Abntv. We want to promote you, blow it out so that everybody will know. So give us a call today and tell us about your business, and we would like to advertise it for you. Or would you rather want to sponsor the show so that every time we're on air, we talk about your business and ring it on and on and on? Go ahead and give us a call, and we'll be glad to be your partner in this game of life. Tonight, my friend, we have a very special topic that we're going to be discussing, and I want you all to be a part of it. Look, I'm going to throw the question at you straight on, and you and I will chew it at the right time. Get your phones ready, because at that time you would realize that it's not what only me, myself, and I can discuss. I will surely need you to be a part of the program with me. The big question tonight, a bad child. Who should be blamed? A bad child. Who should be blamed? Now, one of the cornerstones of any union would be the children in that union. And that's the truth. Now, when the children grow, they take a shape. But the shape that they're taking, who formed them? Who molded them? Who made them that way? Did they turn that way themselves? And so we're going to critically discuss it tonight. Who should be blamed? I mean, when a 12-year-old is already taking weed, who should be blamed? Is it that child's own decision? Because he's not the only 12-year-old around. Maybe the others are not doing it. Who should be blamed? Could it be the child himself? Could it be the school? Could it be the parent, the government, or the society? Whatever. Let's discuss it tonight. So very soon, when we come from break, we're going to be opening the phone lines as soon as possible so that you can have the opportunities that you're looking for to call in as much as possible. But I just want you all to know tonight, somebody has to take the blame. We really need to talk about it, because all the children of today are the leaders, the old ones tomorrow. And so if they form this today, we can't take it from them. If you are good today, the society is going to be good tomorrow. If you are bad today, the society is going to be bad tomorrow. So we need to quickly address it. It is very hot, and we need to talk about it. For a bad child, who should be blamed? Well, this is Sharing Life Matters with Eshman, and I will see you at the other side of the divide.
Happy New Year! As last year ends, which is 2022, poverty ends, stagnation ends, promise and fail ends, depression ends. I just want you to understand that at Abntv, we have reasons to be happy with you because you are alive. And I pray that we won't just be alive for being alive's sake. We'll be alive to enjoy being alive in the mighty name of Jesus. My name is SHINA, OYINLOLA. From January 1st to March 31st, your ad making will be $500, and we will give you a 2 weeks free usage. on Abntv and all our platforms. Thank you so much for being there for us. Thank you for being there all the time. God bless you. And I want to let you know that we love you. Bye for now.
Organic fruits, vegetable and skimmed non-fat milk extracted by an expert with over 38 years of combined experience working with products and educational. Cleansed and processed without adding additives such as sugar, coloring and preservatives. Paddy's Point organic fruit juice and yogurt bar. Fresh, healthy and delicious. Our special juices includes green juice, energy booster, fission juice, recovery juice, regulator juice, rejuvenated juice, organic carrot juice, organic laxative juice, organic kidney cleanse. Our fresh made yogurt includes pineapple yogurt, banana yogurt and coconut yogurt. Order now at 281-741-1037 through Grubhub, Uber Eats and DoorDash. We also do delivery or walk-in at 3320 Highway C South, Suite D, Houston, Texas 77082. Check us out at www.paddyspoint.co. Paddy's Point organic fruit juice and yogurt bar. Fresh, healthy and delicious. Daddy Autos, Daddy Autos. Car sales, car repair, body works, title services, record services, insurance claims, and vehicle inspections. Call us now at 832-759-3324. Don't forget, free oil change when you make 2 synthetic oil change visits. The third is free. Daddy Autos, 9815 Honeywell Street, Houston, Texas 77074, or at www.daddyautos.com or info@daddyautos.com. Daddy Autos, best in auto repair. BSA Procurement and Logistics Services. Ship to USA from Niger or ship from Niger to USA and also to Canada. Individual, small business, corporate establishments, and African stores and restaurants. Ship anything at all. USA office 12455 Westpac Drive, Suite H15, Houston, Texas 77082. Telephone 832-614-8984 or 281-741-4829. Email info@bsaprologservice.com or www.bsaprologservice.com. BSA Procurement and Logistics Services. You are the reason we exist. Increase your world. Get ahead. Invest in yourself. We make it easy for you at School of Business and Technology, SB Tech, by making you have a flexible schedule, fast career in database administration, human resources management, nursing assistance, project management, computer support tech, A+, GED, ESL. Our place, your place, in person also. 9888 Business Street, Suite 460, Houston, Texas 77036. Call now at 713-808-9728 or 281-777-5822. Visit us at www.sbtech.education. SB Tech Job Placement Assistance is available.
Welcome back. This is Sharing Life Matters with Eshman. Always good to know that you are there. All right. Well, let's quickly go straight to the point and start discussing. The society definitely has a lot to do with us. We cannot do without the society. We are the society. The human beings in the society are actually the society. And that's just the truth. Every day we hear news, some good, some not so good. But everybody that is an actor today, everybody that is an adult that is acting one role or the other in the society was once a child. And so when one is so bad and one is so good, sometimes they both come from the same family. You'll agree with me. So that's why that question is not so easy to answer just like that. In the same family, a brother is a doctor and the other brother is, call it an armed robber, you understand, or a terrorist or whatever. So what happened? What changed? They grew up in the same family. They were exposed to the same people. They were exposed to the same environment, the same neighborhood, but one became structured, the other became the one destroying the structure in the society. So tonight I need us to look at that topic, compare, contrast, juxtapose, and let's see if we truly can agree who should be blamed when a child does not turn out right, when a child is bad. Who really? I'm not going to speak much tonight because certainly the wisdom is not all about me. It's a community thing. So we all need to discuss it. But what do you think should be blamed when a child becomes bad? Look, we have seen a lot of things around us. We see them every day. It looks like it's even getting younger. For some reasons, everybody wants to talk anyhow, everybody wants to behave anyhow, and nobody can be disciplined anymore. In those days, when we were growing up, a child does not just belong to a family. He belongs to the community. A child could be corrected by anybody, but not today, not right now. You correct another person's child, they might call the police on you. You understand? So the reality is that what has happened? The social web seems broken. Nothing is holding anymore. Everything is just, disintegrated, as it were. So when a child turns bad, who should be blamed? Let's look at the child, for instance. All right, the child is just a growing child who sees some things in the society and he decides to pick some. He dropped some. He sees the good. He sees the bad, he sees the good example, he sees the bad examples, and he decides to just pick on one. Sometimes they pick the good, but many times they pick the bad. In that case, you want to blame the child? Or could it be the parents that don't have time for the children? They're always going out, always pursuing money, not knowing where the children are, not knowing what has happened to the children. And so you see a case where a 13-year-old is literally raising up her sister who is 4 years old. Why? Because the parents are never available. You understand what I'm saying? So in that regard, you want to blame the parent? Or you want to look at the society who is giving too much freedom? Oh, you cannot discipline a child. You can't even spank a child. You understand? You can't even say too much. You can't even yell at a child. All these things will put you in trouble. The society has given so much freedom. So in that regard, do you want to blame the society? Or do you want to look at the religious organization? I don't know who, but all I know is that a lot of things are going wrong in the society. The men that are beating up their women today were once children, and most probably they learned what they're doing when they were children. The bullies of today were bullies in their classes, all right? So all these things, they imbibed them. Look, listening to people talking, they're adults now, but people will tell you that they started smoking as early as 8, and nobody knew. Who should be blamed? I'm going to open the phone lines almost immediately tonight, and so you can start calling in. And basically, I want to hear your impression, your opinion about this particular topic. Somebody has to take the blame, and that's just the truth. Somebody has to take it. Too many things happening. This is one of the examples I'll just give before I open the line. There's a 12-year-old that picked a gun and killed some people. I don't want to go into details because it's actually a very sensitive matter. A 12-year-old picking a gun, killing people. Who should be blamed? Or you want to blame Hollywood for the kind of movies they show? 346-426-5650. 346-426-5650. It's on your screen though, but I will say it one more time. 346-426-5650 or 336-456-3800. I'll say that one more time. 336-456-3800. I want us to start calling it tonight, and I want us to look at that topic tonight, the discussion tonight. Who should be blamed when a child becomes bad? All right, there's no right answer, there's no wrong answer, but we all can learn from one another tonight. All right, now, while I wait on your call, and I want you to start calling in right now, the society is getting worse, really, if you would ask me. We're less safe than what we were. We're less secured. We're less comfortable than what we were. Right now, you're going on the road and everybody is looking behind their back. And young teenagers are actually, on the street, even as late as very late in the night, doing wrong stuff. And the question is, how did they come out? From whom did they come out? So we're going to look at various steps, and I'm not apportioning blame, but I want you to call in and let me know who should be blamed. So, but we have a caller already. Let's quickly pick this call and we go from there. Good evening. This is Sharing Life Matters with Eshman. Who am I speaking with and where are you calling from?
Good evening. My name is Abiola. I'm calling from San Antonio, Texas.
Abiola, thank you for calling in from San Antonio. Abiola, I have this very difficult question tonight. It's not as easy as we think. There are children that have turned out to be bad, very bad. Who should be blamed, Abiola? The floor is yours now.
Yeah, to start with, I will start with saying everything is in contrast. Even from the beginning in the Bible, there has been contrast. When we start with the book of Genesis, God created heaven and the earth. Mm-hmm. He created darkness and he created light. Mm-hmm. So we have darkness and we have light. Mm-hmm. And going on, he created man. Mm-hmm. And when we got to, when we have Cain and Abel, mm-hmm. who do we blame for Cain and Abel? Whatever Cain did to...
Wisdom.
Abel, yes. So we don't, this has been from the beginning. So things like this happen from the beginning. So when we now bring it to our own, bring it down to our own community now, who do we blame? We don't. I can't say we have to blame the parents because the parents are involved as well. The individual is involved as well. Mm-hmm. So talk of the parents. A lot of children get their personalities from the children.
Yeah, from the parents.
Children get their personality from the parents actually. So. Everything they learn, the parents might not be showing those personality, but the children will themselves, they will bring out that personality himself, him or herself. So when we talk about the use of the gun, the one that the gun used the other time, if the parent doesn't have the gun in the house, the child will not have any way
access to it.
To the gun. Yeah. So another thing I have to say is, the parents have to be at their own fault because the Bible said, train up your child in the way it should go. Nobody is perfect. We have Cain, do we want to say Adam didn't teach them well? Where did he go wrong? But at the same time, all these, things just happen. People, we cannot, even from the same parents, we cannot have the same character. We cannot have the same personality. One will be this, one will be that. So parents have their own things to do. And also, everybody have their own life to live. You have to determine, individuals have to determine what their life have to be. So whoever he's doing, that child has his own life. He's seen what is happening in his community. Peers also is part of it. Whatever he's seeing around his peers, whatever he's seeing around his community. And also community, when we say a child, I mean, where I come from, they always say the whole community raise a child or something like that. So they do. But even in our home present community, there are ways to raise the children. There is a program I watched sometimes ago that will say, what will you do? They would add some character, and they will expect the society to chip in and say, what will you do when you have something like this happening? You know? So, and some people will ignore, some people will say something.
Yeah.
So it's not everything that people will call police on. When you say something is not right, you have to say something.
Yes.
You have to say something. Those are the ways to decrease crime in our society.
I got you.
Then another thing is you have to the community, the ways people have to, you know, when somebody lives in your community and they win a Nobel Prize or everybody knows them, they will be like, oh, I know this person is from, they take all the glory to themselves. But when this person is getting involved in crime or all the stuff, nobody wants to associate. But you see these things all around and you're not correcting them. So I don't want to put a blame on anybody, but everybody is involved.
Wow, that's you're too wise, Biola. I mean, that's serious wisdom, you know. But then we have to narrow it down. If I believe that a child has gone outside to meet his peers, his friends, and they've taught him some bad things, it is the responsibilities of the parents to make sure he's unlearning the things that he has learned outside. Because when children go to school, they pick up stuff, no matter how good the school is. So when a parent does not ask questions when they get home, that's when they get away with such stuff. Don't you think so? If a child says a bad word, whose responsibility is it to knock it off? Is it not the parent? So I'm not by any way blaming the parents, but I don't want you to just generalize and say everybody. No, we have to narrow it down.
This is one thing. You don't want to, a lot of parents are doing their best to care for their children, to make sure they lead the right path. But at times it doesn't come out that way.
That's true. That's true.
They do all their best. It's just like, okay, I have 5 kids, I train them well, but one of them is not doing the right thing. Does it mean that I failed?
Wow. Well,
so I mean, I'm not trying to be like broad, but it is what it is.
Yes.
Parents will do what they have to do. Most parents do. I know some parents are negligent. They're not doing what they're supposed to do. But a lot of parents are doing their best. Okay. If, I mean, the children are here, I have to make ends meet to make sure these children are okay. I'm doing good in one part to make sure that everything, I'm telling them this, I'm doing this. What if they are not listening? What if they say, yes, mommy, I heard it.
I understand.
And I turn back and they're not doing it.
All right. Biola, you've given us too many words tonight. I really, really appreciate these words. We're going to look at them one after the other. I know you've tried to play safe, and I love the fact that you're protecting the parents. Apparently, I'm on your side, okay? All right. But for tonight, thank you so very much for calling in, and I do hope that tomorrow we'll hear your voice again, Biola.
Thank you.
I appreciate you. Keep listening, and I will address some of the things that you have said. Thank you very much, Biola. Now, Biola has given some very wise words, and that's the truth. I know that parents can't do it all. It's not possible. But then, before we go to the children, before we go to the teachers, before we go to the school, before we go to the society, before we go to the religious organization, before we go to the neighborhood, the closest ally to the children will be their parents. Whatever they picked up from any of those places I mentioned, it is a responsibility of the parents to shake it off. But when we have parents that are always fighting with one another, when we have a man and a wife beating up themselves in front of the children, what do you expect them to turn out to be? The lines are open: 346-426-5650 or 336-456-3800. Do call in and let's hear your point. Biola wants to spread the dragnet to cover everybody. She's saying everybody has a part, a role to play. I fully agree. But for me, there's this central role that is supposed to play the role of checks and balances. Right. When a child goes to school, he meets friends. Some of those friends are not from, in quotes, good homes. When a child has gone to play in his compound at the park, he's going to come across kids, in quotes, that are not from good homes. And so they're going to say some things, they're going to share some things, they're going to talk about some things. It is only when he gets home that somebody should find out what he has learned today. And that's where the parents call in. We have another caller. Let's pick this call, then we take it up from there. Good evening. This is Sharing Life Matters with Eshman. Who am I speaking with and where are you calling from?
Good evening. My name is Benga and I'm calling from New York.
Benga from New York. Good to hear your voice again. Benga, the big question is before you tonight and you have the floor. What do we blame for a bad child? You have the floor.
Like the last caller said, I mean, everybody has a little bit of blame in this.
Mm-hmm.
But I also want to point out a little few details, you know. I mean, there's a stage where the child has to take accountability.
Okay.
You know, and there's also the responsibility of the parents to lay the foundation right, you know. The foundation is very, very important. Like you also pointed out, you know, if you're leading a bad example as parents, you know, high chance that your children will pick up those things. But there's also the case where...
Benga, 1 second. I do have a call on the other line. Please give Benga like 2 minutes, then you can call back. All right? Benga, you still have the floor. The other caller, give Benga 2 minutes and please call back. Yes, go ahead.
Okay. Yes, so I mean, there's also a place where the parents come in as well. You know, like I said, the foundation is very, very important. But like we said, it takes a community to raise the child too. So
Yes.
there's a little bit of everything. There's a little bit of blame for everyone. I mean, you can't also blame. If you were a child like me, you understand, that is very, very good at disguising. I'm one person at school and I'm a different person entirely at home. You know, sometimes my parents will get to school and the child say, your child did this.
That's a bad boy.
Yeah, you would never believe it's the same child that did these things. So I mean, kids are also good, but we also will not shy away from the fact that sometimes the kids are aware of these things they are doing. So at that age, you have to start taking accountability for your actions. I've seen kids that were raised in church, and you know, with everything the parents did everything right, but the children just picked up some bad habits. So it's also it's a little bit of everything, like the last caller said. We can't actually blame as a wide. We can't draw a wide net. It depends on the outcome or sometimes the circumstances. Then we have to decide. You know, for there are kids that are good at in academics, everything, they just grow up and then they become violent. You know, trauma sometimes changes them. There are so many factors to this thing. Society plays an important role as well. We have seen a lot of changes happening in the society, especially in this country we live in right now. You know, kids are allowed to assign gender and things like that to themselves at tender ages of 3, 4, 5. You know, sometimes at this stage, you know, you have to start blaming the parents for some of all these things. You expose your children to this, you give them liberty for all these things. That's where the foundation comes in, you know. So we can blame parents for some of all these things, but we can't blame the parents for, I can't see you can blame the parents for a 12-year-old that's smoking a cigarette, very good at hiding it. The parents might not know these things.
You can, okay. I mean, it's your opinion, Benga. Yes,
the child might just be very, very, very good at hiding it, because I know very, very well a lot of kids that I went to school with that did these things. Neither parents smoked, parents were pastors, were very, very good, but you know, just...
But friends. Is that not what I'm saying? When the parents don't do that and they pick those things along the way, we should check it when they get home.
And that is where society comes in. Sometimes they're exposed to these things from school, from other kids that were not raised properly. So, you know, we can't necessarily see. And the kids know what they're doing is wrong. They know how to hide it from their parents. Your parents can't be with you all of the time. Your parents are doing a very, very good job at raising you. But you just pick up these bad habits. Like you said, you know, there are kids raised by 2 different kids raised by the same parents. One just turns out bad, the other one turns out good. So there are so many factors to these things as well, you know. So we can just throw a wide net. There's a place where everybody has a blame, but I don't think we can. The child has to also take responsibility. Parents are responsible for the foundation. The child has to now matters that makes them bad, we can blame the parents. But there's a stage where the child starts taking accountability for their actions.
Benga, I do appreciate you a lot. You've said a lot of things tonight, and I actually jotted one of them down. We're going to be discussing it. Please listen on, and hopefully I will hear your voice again tomorrow. Thank you very much, Benga. And have a good night. All right. The other caller, please, you can call in right now. The line is free. Both lines are free right now. 346-426-5650 or 336-456-3800. All right. So do call in. Those both lines are open right now. Now, Benga mentioned one thing, and I'm going to ask the next caller. You're going to talk about it. All right. He mentioned one thing. I am not very sure if, wow, he could be right, but I'm not very sure if I totally agree, and I wrote it down. Can you successfully hide from your parents? Benga said, some kids do some things, but when they get back home, they totally hide those things. Your child in elementary school, your child in the high school, can they truly successfully hide anything from you? So if you don't know, have you failed your role as a parent? I need you guys to call in and let's discuss these matters tonight. Very important topic we're discussing tonight. Children that are bad. Of course, that's bad for the society. But who do we blame? Everybody seems to say, hey, let's spread it. Let's narrow it down on one person. But I keep hammering without saying I'm blaming the parents. I keep hammering. Listen, it's like a game of soccer. The last man that should ensure that the ball does not go into the net is the keeper. When every player has failed, everybody looks onto the keeper that, hey, make sure you save that ball. That is a role of the parents. When a child has been out all the time, 100% all the time, mother, you need to find out what that child has learned. There could be only one thing that may transform the life of that child forever. Either sway this way or sway the other way. So you, daddy, you, mommy, you need to find out what these children what they've learned, rather, what these children have learned. But Benga is asking a very pertinent question. No, not that he's asking. He said it, but I converted it to a question. Can you successfully hide from your parents? Is it possible for a child to be smoking and the parents don't know? Hey, help me. Is it possible? So those of you listening to me, I need you to call in and help me, because I almost don't think it is possible. If the parents are careless, yes, definitely, the kids will get away with a lot of things. But if you are that kind of a parent, doing what you're supposed to be doing, guiding your goalposts very well, ensuring that you are asking the right questions, whatever a child has, some way, one way or the other, you will know, except if you don't care. How can a child be smoking? I mean, people have told me very many times, kids that have been smoking since they were 8, and the parents did not know. Are you getting it now? So, of course, it is possible. But does that make the parents careless? A child was caught by her mother, and not a child now. You know, in Africa, you're 20-something, you're still not expected to still be having sex. All right? Sex is limited. Africa preaches it a lot within the marriage cycle. All right? So this child was caught, sleeping with someone, a neighbor. And the mother caught her, and the first thing the child said was, Mom, you are 13 years late. In other words, she's been doing that with that guy for 13 years. The mother did not know. How do parents miss these important things? Is it too much freedom? Is it the fact that they are not asking the right questions? Is it the fact that they just don't care? Is it the fact that they are too busy pursuing some other things? You are right, Benga. It is true. Kids can hide things, but then does that make the parents not doing what they're supposed to do? I need someone to answer that question, because tonight I am not going to let the parents just go scot-free. These children have been given to you on a purpose. We'll go on a short break very, very soon. And when we come back, we'll be picking your calls and we'll discuss some more. But then, these children have been given to you for a purpose. If you're not doing your job, you're going to miss a lot of things that they're doing, and they're getting away with it. Why would a child have a bad gang and the parents don't know? This is Shine Life Matters with Eshman. We'll go on the break. A call was going to call me, and let's see. A call was going to call. Okay. Benga sent me a text. I'm going to be letting you know what text he sent immediately after the break. But this is Shine Life Matters with Eshman. I will see you after the break.
Àánú Olúwa African Store níbi tí a ti ń ta oúnjẹ Áfíríkà lónìkan òjọ̀kan, iṣu, ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀, èlùbọ́, gààrí tó kan tó wọ̀nyí, ẹja tútù, ẹja gbígbẹ, pọ̀nmọ́, panla, ẹ̀fọ́ lóríṣiríṣi. Bẹ́ẹ̀ la ní àwọn ohun èròjà inú ọbẹ̀ tiwantiwa tó pójú owó, epo pupa, tìmáàtì, atarodo, sọ̀m̀bọ̀, tàǹtàṣé, irú, ògìrì, àwọn ìrẹsì tiwantiwa. Bó ń fẹ́ ọ̀fadà, ó rí níbẹ̀. Àánú Olúwa African Store. Wọ́n ń bá ní ṣe oúnjẹ, tẹ́ ẹ bá ní ṣíṣe. Oúnjẹ wọn dùn, ó pójú owó. Wọ́n ń ṣe home delivery fún ẹni tí ó bá lè wá. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tó ń fẹ́ ra àwọn ohun èlò ẹwà ara tàbí ohun èlò ẹwà orí obìnrin, báàgì ìléwọ́, weave-on, jewelry, bàtà, aṣọ Áfíríkà. Wọ́n ń ṣe ẹwà irun orí fún àwọn obìnrin. Gbogbo ohun èròjà tí ẹbí rẹ nílò ni wọ́n ń tà níbẹ̀. Bó jẹ́ tọkùnrin, bó jẹ́ tobìnrin, àti tàwọn èwe pẹ̀lú. Àánú Olúwa African Store wà ní number 4917 Highway 36 South Suite B, Rosenborg, Texas 77471. Tí ẹ bá ń fẹ́ ẹ̀kúnrẹ́rẹ́ àlàyé, ẹ pè Janet lórí aago torun 832-858-6453 tàbí 832-858-6455. Máa gbénú Amẹ́ríkà ló nǹkan Áfíríkà. Àánú Olúwa African Store lónìí yẹn, ìrọ̀rùn ló bá dé.
Without auto insurance, do you know the time and money you'll spend if you're caught? Why risk it? At Aegis Insurance, we have several insurance carriers to tailor your specific needs. We offer low rates on liability starting from $38 a month. For a 2-vehicle, $65 a month. No driver's license, no problem. We accept Texas IDs, passports, international driver's license, and expired driver's license. Pay 3 months in advance and save 20% on auto insurance. We offer discounts for switching over to Aegis, as well as good student discounts. Buy by phone, pay by phone. It's just that simple. It's our job to meet your needs when no one else can. So don't get caught driving without auto insurance. The law requires you to have liability. Call Aegis Insurance today for a free quote and start saving money.
Vince Auto and Shipping LLC. No 3 copy in fax. Sketch in lamination. You all renters. You all auto sales. Shipping, FedEx, UPS. One 2134 Beach North Street, Houston, Texas 77072. Telephone 414-324-8244 or 346-946-2771. Things on Auto and Shipping LLC. We are here to help. in Houston area and you need luxury style space, beautiful and elegant. Chairs, tables, furnitures, Asian design, high stage for celebrants, large free garage parking for guests. Wets Block Event Hall is all you need for weddings, receptions, conference, baby showers, birthdays, graduations, rehearsal dinners, corporate meetings, trade shows, fashion shows, album or book launches. You can design and decorate any special event. Free appointment for a free quote. Check us out 7636 Allen Drive, Suite A115, Houston, Texas 77036 or 5711 Ecroft Avenue, Suite A1A, Houston, Texas 77036. Telephone 832-351-0993 713-969-0362. wetsblog@gmail.com or at www.westblog.com. Planning, decorations, and distinctions in stock. Think Westblog for your next.
Welcome back. This is Sharing Life Matters with Eshman, and I appreciate the fact that you're still there. Don't forget, do you have any product services that you're rendering? Bring it on. Let's advertise for you. Or you have an upcoming program, we'd like to showcase it to the world. In case you want to sponsor this program, those numbers that we keep giving on your screen right now, call the numbers and book your placement. I will surely make you feel good. Thank you. So we've been discussing when children turn bad, we should be blamed. Now, thank you very much, Biola, for calling during the break. Biola called again just to say some things very lovely. Thank you very much. But I told you I don't like reading text messages on my program, but this one I must read. And I'll read it. Benga sent it, and Benga, I'm reading it because I want your parents to know what you did as a child. Quickly before calls start coming in. Oh, we have a call already. Benga, I promise to read your text message. All right, we have a caller already. Good evening. This is Sharing Life Matters with Eshman. Who am I speaking with, and where are you calling from?
My name is Sandra. I'm calling from Houston.
All right, Sandra, you're welcome. I'm going to give you the floor, but one of the things I want you to say, some people believe that kids can hide things successfully from their parents without the parents knowing. Then number two, who really should be blamed when children turn out to be bad? Sandra, you have the floor.
Actually, the foundation of that child is always from the parents.
Good point.
From the parents. If anything goes wrong, it starts from the parents before you start talking about the other things that will influence that child. Because if the parent didn't do the homework correctly, anything can happen.
That's right.
Because most parents are so busy, they don't care.
They don't care, right?
Not that they don't really care. We can't say they don't care.
They are too busy.
Because they are so much busy, they go to work, come back late at night.
Okay.
And they don't even see what happened to the child or ask the child what's going on. They always entrust their child in the hands of strangers. Even the strangers molest the children or teach them bad things.
Wow.
So it's always it starts from the home, before the school or before religion places.
I'm on your side, Sandra. I mean, that's what I've been trying to say.
Yes, it always starts from home. Because no matter what the foundation didn't stand well, anything is going to happen. But most times, we parents, we believe we've done our best or we're doing it, but sometimes we don't get it right.
When a child has been smoking for 5 years and the parents did not know, they never knew.
That is negligence.
So is it the parents that you blame or the child? Talk to me, Sandra.
If a child has been smoking for 5 years and the parent doesn't know, it's negligence because there should be signs. The child must have forgotten something. You must have seen the child with something.
Yeah.
Or the clothes must have been smelling and you don't even care.
I think so.
What's going on? There are signs that somebody is smoking. You start with somebody that is smoking, there should be signs. Even if you don't see that person smoking physically.
Yes,
there should be signs.
Because we hear this a lot. We hear it a lot.
When we're not friends with our children, it's It's one of those reasons we should be friends with our children. We should let them talk to us and let us know what is going on with them.
Wow.
But if you leave them, they grow up on the streets.
Children will be children. Boys will be boys.
When a mother does not know when a girl child started a menstrual period, is negligent.
That's true.
You should know when your girl child starts a menstrual period. Some doesn't know.
Wow.
These are things that we need to prepare them for.
So
then when they become 18, they
yes.
go and explore what you didn't tell them.
The job.
They'll explore a lot of things with their friends.
Yes, you're right. The job the parents do shouldn't take the place of raising their kids.
That's the problem we are having.
Okay.
Both parents doesn't come home on time. Before the child go to school, they're out there on the streets. By the time the parents are back from work, the child is already in bed.
You're right. You're right about that.
And if it's the child that has a room to him or herself, she might not even be in bed.
Yeah.
She might be doing stuff in her room that the parent doesn't know about.
Oh, God.
But the parents are so tired, they just go into their room and go sleep.
They are overworked already.
They are out there.
Very good point. Very good point you raised, Sandra.
Basically the foundation.
Okay.
The home is the foundation.
Okay.
If anything goes wrong.
Okay.
I've seen religious parents that their child are wayward.
I do appreciate you a lot, Sandra, for this contribution. Thank you very much, and I hope I will hear your voice again tomorrow. All right. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sandra. Now, Sandra. All right. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Sandra has said some very important things. I'm going to be highlighting some of them. But I need to quickly read this message that Gbenga says because I want his dad to hear, all right, or his parents to hear. But, of course, the lines are still open. Gbenga said, for context, as younger kids, we were at school having girlfriends and boyfriends. We were kissing and touching, and no parent knew. No child will go home and tell the parents they had boyfriends and girlfriends or they have started these things. Kids are good at disguising these things. We can't blame parents 100% for these things. Hey, how many of you, I should have asked Sandra, all right? I should have asked Sandra, how many of you kissed in school? Your parents didn't know. Maybe I should have asked Sandra. I should have asked Biola. Gbenga made a very good point. You know, Sandra, if you're still listening to me, smoking, right, is obvious. Like you said, sometimes you can perceive it smells or you can see some things. But when a child has started kissing outside, how come the parents don't know? Gbenga has a very good point. He said, well, as kids, they were doing that, but the parents didn't know. So how many of you watching me tonight, how many of you had that experience and you successfully hid it from your parents? Please do call in. We have few minutes. I can still squeeze in 1 or 2 calls. But Gbenga, to answer your question, I still have a lot to say about the parents. A lot. When a parent is interested in her child, his child, they ask questions, they probe, they investigate. If you, I don't know who said, I think it was Sandra that said it. If you are a friend to your child, they will tell you. Trust me. You can ask those that are professional in these courses. They will tell you. It's not a way of judging the children. It's not scaring them. It's not threatening them. It is making them to see the reality on ground and talk to them like friend to friend. There is nothing bad in asking your 14-year-old girl, has anyone, always starts with the fact that they haven't done it. Has anyone tried to kiss you? When they say yes, then you go further and say, oh, did anyone succeed? If truly your child is your friend, they are likely to tell you. Now, when they tell you they've done it, it's not to judge them. It is to now begin to guide them. Parents listening to me now, your kids are probably doing far more things behind your back than you can imagine. If you will hear about some of them, your head is going to blow. This is the assignment. All of you parents, do this assignment tonight. Call your child. Maybe not tonight, maybe on a good day, on another good day. Call them and find out things. Talk to them like friend to friend. You are the dad. You are the mom. Feel free to ask anything. Dad, ask your 12-year-old boy, has anyone tried to introduce you to smoking? Has anyone tried giving you alcohol? Just generally ask without judging. The meaning, the sense that you're about to judge them, they hide it from you. Again, I do my best to respect everybody on this program. But then, if your family culture is that you want your kids to be straight, there is nothing wrong in you asking your child, what they've been discussing with other people. It's only when you know you will now be able to correct. What you don't know, you can't correct. And by the time they are too old in it, guess what? It's too late for you to do anything about it. If you catch a fish and you want to fold it, you fold it while it is still wet, while it is still fresh. If the fish dries up, you try folding it, it is going to break. I need you to talk to your children when they are still children, when they are still young. When they grow with those things, you can't change it anymore, and the society is going to be worse off. We're going to be wrapping it all up tonight, but I'm going to be asking you, a teenager that is already taking weed, what will he do at 25? He probably will be a distributor. If you don't kill it right now, the society is going to suffer from it later. Anyway, tomorrow is going to be another day, and we're going to be discussing a lot of other things tomorrow. But above all, I'm so happy, I'm so glad to know that you are here tonight watching this program with me, discussing it with me. I can imagine discussions in families right now. Let it go, let it go, let it go. We just want to correct all the things in society and hoping that everybody is going to be well at the end of the day. I have not been the only one at the studio tonight, and I want to appreciate my co-workers and my family members that we all work together to make sure that this program comes to your view successfully. Georgina Bracco, I forever will appreciate you, sweet sister and colleague that you have been, always behind the camera and working very hard and tirelessly to make sure that everything goes well. Thank you, Georgina, for such an excellent job that you do. I single you out tonight, Georgina. You are excellent at what you do, and I really appreciate you. Ehiko Echo, you're good. Thank you very much for always there, suggesting this, suggesting that, ensuring that I just do the right thing, present myself well, and making sure that nothing goes wrong with the program as well. Ehiko Echo, well done, and thank you. Bukola Sarah is always the one in charge of the commercials and running up and about, ensuring that the commercials are good. Thank you, Bukola Sarah, for being such a beautiful sister as well, and doing your bit to make sure that everything comes into the studio. Thank you very much. And finally, the big boss himself, SHINA OYINLOLA, that is the executive producer, executive director. Thank you very much for being such a big umbrella over us and making sure that we do the right things. We just hope we make you proud all the time. To the rest of us, thank you. And hoping that when we see again, there will be good news in our mouth. This is Shine Life Matters with Eshman, and I will see you at the other side of the debate. Well, life to you may be different from life to me. The way I see life most of the time is different from the way you see life. Sometimes life is good. Other times, well, maybe not so good. And this is why many times we need someone to talk to, someone to listen to us without judging us. And this is a program that is designed exactly for that purpose, where we can talk, chat, laugh, and sometimes cry together. Come on, let's talk over our matters. Let's discuss the matters of life and find solutions together. This is Eshman. Our program is now going to be on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. I need you to join in. We need to talk together. You will have the opportunity to call in, ask questions, discuss matters that concern your heart, and I guarantee you'll be glad that you talked. I'll be waiting on you Tuesday and on Wednesday and on Thursday. Eshman will be waiting for you.
Discover the uniqueness in the entertainment industry. African Broadcasting Network, ABN, is now the pace setter in the industry. Do you want to advertise your product and services? Count on us. We will do it much more than your expectations. African Broadcasting Network, ABN, will deliver quick and prompt services. Our quality and clarity stands us out when it comes to delivering quality broadcasting. Our staffs are hardworking and versatile in the specific field of office. Our environment is so conducive and we are open to all. We also give advice on how to run your business profitably. African Broadcasting Network is situated at
10039 Business Street, Suite 338, Houston, Texas 77036. Telephone 346-426-5650 or 832-490-8203.
Website www.abntvnetwork.com. ABN, celebrating Africans' rich cultural heritage.